Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Division 2 video. Now that the E3 hype has finally had a chance to settle and I've had a chance to get completely caught up, I wanted to start diving a little deeper into various aspects of the game, much like I did with the Division 1 pre-launch, and start exploring some of the new gameplay features, changes, additions, that sort of thing. And today, I want to kick that off by talking about brand sets, and by extension, gear sets too, since if you played the first game, while the gear system will feel somewhat familiar, it'll also feel different or new at the same time. So if you do enjoy this video, and you do find it helpful, then a like would be super appreciated, and be sure to comment down below and let me know if you have any questions. Now to begin with, let's start with what exactly are brand sets. Brand sets are new in the Division 2, and it's something that'll encompass all armor pieces that you obtain. Much like how pieces of clothing or gear in real life have manufacturers or brands, so too do the gear pieces in the Division. If you take a look at the inventory, you can see that behind each armor piece, there's a little icon. This is the brand symbol. Every piece of armor that drops in game will have a brand, and by wearing one or more armor pieces from a particular brand, you can unlock or activate certain bonuses, similar to how gear sets worked in the Division 1, but it's important to understand that these two are not the same. Brand sets are not the same as gear sets, however gear sets are still present in game. We haven't seen them in gameplay yet, but it was confirmed in an interview that SkillUp did with Mattias Karlsson, the game director on the Division 2, that they will also be making a return. See, brand sets, given that they're woven into every aspect of the game, are something you can experience from the very start and throughout the leveling process, whereas gear sets in the Division 1 were much more end-game oriented. So in some ways, you can see brand sets as your early introduction to the whole set-piece mindset. They give you more build-style choices right from the get-go, but they're also not just something you use early game and then discard. These are things that will underlie everything you do at every point. Looking a little deeper, one such example in the gameplay you see here is this chest piece. It's part of the Petrov Defense Group brand, and looking at the brand set bonuses, you can see that there are 3. You get a bonus for equipping 1, 2, and 3 pieces of this brand. The 1 piece set bonus in this instance is plus 8% LMG damage, 2 pieces is plus 10% turret skill power, and 3 pieces is plus 10% skill haste. However, in addition to this, individual gear pieces can also roll with gear talents. So this particular one has a common talent plus 8% critical hit damage, and while these are random, certain talents do have a propensity to roll with certain brands. So you might find that you gravitate towards a certain brand if you're chasing a particular talent. Some of those gear talents are more advanced too, an example being Steady Nerves. This skill gives you plus 50% weapon stability for 4 seconds when destroying armor or weak points, but the condition is that it's only active if you don't have any full auto weapons equipped. So for some of the slightly more advanced ones, there will be conditions. The old firearm, stamina, and electronic system has been stripped back, and while those underlying stats are still present, the way skills are made available and the way that they're presented to you now just makes so much more sense. Now you can chase brands, bonuses, and talents, as opposed to chasing specific attributes to hit arbitrary thresholds. The other nice thing about brand sets is that since you only need 3 pieces to unlock all the bonuses and you have 6 gear slots, you have a ton of possibilities. You could go 3 and 3, 2, 2 and 2, maybe you'll get 6 different brands and just grab all the 1 piece bonuses. There's so much more choice now. And going back to gear sets for a moment, while we still have yet to see them in game, and thus I'm going to avoid speaking about them too much until we actually see them ourselves, given that brands form the foundation of all gear in game, it seems that towards endgame, there will indeed be branded gear sets, again coming from the Mattias Karlsson interview that SkillUp did. But I would say hold out until we see those for ourselves before thinking too deeply about them, because there is a chance that could have been a slip-up or a mistake in the interview. Of course, with brands as the foundation, that also means should Massive decide to add more brands in the future, that's going to be infinitely more exciting and impactful, since adding a new brand will shake up all the gear choices when compared to, say, just adding an individual armor piece, which has a much smaller impact. Now, at this current moment in time, we know about 8 brands, so I'm going to round out this video by going over all 8 that we know and covering their listed bonuses. You have the Overlord armaments, providing plus 7.5% armor percent bonus, followed by plus 5% weapon damage, and then plus 10% damage to elites. The Petrov Defense Group offers 8% LMG damage, plus 10% turret skill power, and then plus 10% skill haste. The Providence Defense brand has plus 4% weapon damage, followed by plus 10% skill power, and the 3-piece set bonus is actually a talent, well-rounded, which increases your critical hit chance bonus for 6 seconds when completing a cover-to-cover move. Sokolov Concern has a 10% SMG damage bonus, 8% critical hit damage bonus, and plus 10% critical hit chance. Wyvern Wear, which sounds remarkably like something out of Monster Hunter, that has a 7% critical hit damage bonus, plus 5% headshot damage, and of course plus 10% critical hit chance. China Light Industries Corporation offer 8% shotgun damage, 10% all-up resistances, and 10% skill haste. Richter and Kaiser have plus 20% pistol damage, plus 15% shield skill power, and plus 10% all resistances. And finally, Arekkz Holdings have plus 5% marksman rifle damage, 10% headshot damage, and 10% accuracy. Those are all the ones we've seen so far. Whether that's all of them will of course remain to be seen, but remember that all of these form the foundation of the overall gear system. So on top of that, you will have talents and attributes to account for, with these bonuses being another thing to work into your build. So plenty of options to play with. But for now, that's a quick look at brand sets. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you have any questions, again, let me know. And also let me know if there are any other aspects of the game that you're keen to learn more about in upcoming videos. Thanks very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.